Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. S here from S&A's Organite Creations. It's been a little bit since I've done a video. But yeah, I'm going to just do a quick little video here. Just going to show you a couple of things I've been working on. Sorry about the camera, it's all weird. But yes, powered powered devices, are powered stuff. I'm going to turn you around and we're going to have a look. Alright, now what we've got here is our frequency generator box that we all connect and finish up nicely. It's all sealed, comes with the cords, all the cords that you need, power supply, all the rest of it, a connection plug here for these devices. Okay, so whatever you choose to purchase, these are not available yet. We can't like mass produce these or do a heap of these. They're kind of random for now. These are not polished, so if you see some stuff, or hair on there I think, something, if you see some marks, like you can see that this one here started polishing. When you start polishing, sanding that, it makes it dull initially, and then you go down in the grits, polish it up, and this here, it'll be better than this. Alright, this one here's not polished either. This one has not been sanded yet. You can see how the rough finish there versus this one's a bit smooth. Alright, so started polishing, not. Okay, this one here, whoop, hasn't been polished either. Alright, you can see it's got a little bit of work to go, but I'm telling you, mighty powerful. We're going to demonstrate that here soon. Now this is on right now for this pyramid. If I turn it off, which I'm going to do, you'll see that drop right down. See? Alright, and on. There you go. So this pyramid has a good range. Okay, so you can see that. If I lift it right up to the camera, you can see it's starting to dip. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know, 3 foot away sort of thing. Alright, so it starts to dip, but we can walk further away from the table, still picking it up. When it goes down to about 8, that's where it was. Okay, so, I don't want to show you everything here. My daughter's mess on the table. My mess, really, our mess. But yeah, so I'm a ways away from the table, and you'll see it will drop down to 6 there, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it just picks up. Alright, so we're approaching. We're still above. We're probably about a good 30 centimeters above the pyramid. More, actually. And, it's maxing right out, okay? And you can play around with the frequencies. It gives different ranges and stuff like that. But this one here is of the heart chakra. Alright, different octaves of the heart chakra. So, also, basically the heartbeat of the earth as well, this frequency, right? I will demonstrate this here. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm like, what can I do? I can show you something additionally if you hang around as well. Alright, so this one here is plugged in. This one. We can change the frequencies. Let's just randomly put it up. Alright, so this is, I'll just put it up to around 3,000, why not, right? I don't know what this is. This is complete random. So 3,157 hertz. That's probably not a beneficial one since I did it so randomly, but this coil is unique. This coil here is different than this one. These ones. It's more open. Still a rodent coil. How it does do that infinity. If you looked at this thing on the side of the coil, it actually does an infinity or a figure 8. Alright, but the infinity symbol like that. As it passes through, it's wrapping around, twisting as well. Okay, so it is a Mobius coil strip. It is a rodent coil. It's got all that in it. Incorporated geometric patterns and stuff like that. Geometric coil. Alright, so the range of this now is crazy. If we, because the field coming out of these is more like an oval. Say, like if this was up like that. Instead of it just, it's more of an oval like that coming out. But it's still quite... It comes out at the sides, right? It does, whoops, chair behind me. It does come out at the sides, but we're going a fair distance away here. Alright. So, but if you point it at you, say it's on the bedside table and you're here, your partner's here or whatever, it's going to be more penetrated or thrown out this way here from the front, straight out. Okay, if you know what I mean, right? So here... walk a ways. Alright. As I say, it's about here. I'd like to lift the camera up and show you everything, but I don't want to reveal everything. It's a fair way away from the table we are. All right. If I had to have guessed, hang on, I'm just trying to calculate how the distance of this. It's probably, it might be about 7 foot this way. So it can throw out roughly just this. It's probably around a 14-foot diameter field from this little thing. All right. Yeah, the way that coil is designed is different than this. You might not be able to tell, but I know how to make I know just what I've done to be able to make this one versus this one. It is different. Versus, I don't have one on me, normal Rodin coil ones, which is more of a closed up, more of a whole proper Rodin coil, the vanilla flavour Rodin coil, if you'd like to say. All right, instead of a toroid donut. Speaking of toroid donuts, I'm just rambling on this video, but I do have a toroidal donuts that you typically see that people are making. It's different. Our coil designs are different than those, but I do have one of those available. I can test that right now. The range I get from something like this outdoes that. Matter of fact, let me go get it. I will show you. Also, I will show you something additional right now. Alright, and we're back. It seemed like, seconds for you guys, didn't it? Anyway, I had to go get some of this stuff. So what I've done as well, I actually looked this up. I put it to, it was 3,100 and something else before, I believe. Now it's 3,072 hertz. All right, 3,072 hertz. That is 6 octaves above your 512 heart chakra. You can do that. This gives increased range, depending on the coil type, the power, the everything, lots of stuff. This here might not be the best range for this. This here frequency might not be the best range for this, okay? There's differences. Okay, that said, now, so I just made that so it is an actual beneficial frequency. Right now, I'm getting completely soaked, lapped up. You're seeing how far the field was before, and I guesstimate, without proper measuring it, it's around a 14-foot diameter field this little bad boy can do at this frequency, all right? Now, you can see I've grabbed a different pyramid here. This is the Russian pyramid, 72-degree angle. There's a sacred geometry. Oh, yes, but the golden ratio is within this shape, this figure, this slant, and how this pyramid is made. Right, in there you can see it's a black tip with our orgonite matrix, a long quartz crystal point wrapped in copper wire through the Rodin coil. Or that wire is penetrating down into the mix to help pick that right up and wrap it around that quartz and then throw that out. The Rodin coil also helps amplify this. This is actually an interference Rodin coil. You can see it's got a clockwise and counterclockwise 2 individual coils there. Right, so that's this. The lighting in here might not be that great, but this is pretty much a completed pyramid. All right, so finished, ready for sale, but we're not going to sell it yet. We might do a pyramid drop early next year. So it pays for you to watch all of these videos because you don't know what I'm going to say in them. All right, so if you're here, still at this mark, leave us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, say still here watching, or something like that, It does pay to watch the whole videos because, like I said, you don't know what I'm going to actually say. That said, as well, I'm going to be getting into this here in a minute. But Black Friday sales, guys, okay? So I might do an additional video after this. But Black Friday sales, we're going to be doing Black Friday sales, okay? So if you're here now listening to this, wait. We're going to put all our pendants up and all the rest of it. I'm going to give you, it's over. We don't 100% know, but we might give like 25% off or something like that for Rodin coils, like you've seen at the start of the video with my beautiful mug. And the pendant I was wearing, like those ones, and the other ones, the interference coil ones, I believe we're talking about me and my partner doing 25% off. Maybe everything will have a certain percentage off, or yeah, we'll see. Black Friday sales are coming. All right, now moving on to this. So what I'm going to do, how am I going to do this? Oh, anyway, this is what I was talking about before. This is what we typically normally do. So plugging this in, Now the power supply, I'll just plug this one in. The power supply that I'm using for this right now to power this, I do not recommend to use these. I believe it's, well, let me just actually have a look. Right, it's 9 volt 2 amps for this coil. For these ones here, I believe they'll come with a 10 volt 1 amp. That seems to work really nicely. Different coils do different things. You can calculate it a little bit to what you need or should be powering it at with ohms, and you know how much ohms is your coils and la la la. There's things you can do to work that out. But this here, so I wouldn't recommend it. You can, just don't do it for long or leave it run all day because it will overheat. It'll cause too much heat. Right now it's stone cold. It's powering it now. See, this is on. If I turn this off, right, drops right down to 8, 7, 6, sometimes depending. It's on, right? So this here also will have a good range, but it's got more power to it. So it's, of course it's going to have more range, more throw, okay? It's not as great as this coil. We don't offer this coil. If you're watching this video and you like what you see here, I can do this coil, but probably not this SBB copper coil and the crystal design. This a once off. It's a prototype. I did it to test, and I thought this is mine, essentially for testing. This is why we got this too, to test, so we know what we're doing. All right. But potentially I could do this specific coil. If you ask for this specific coil, you get to choose your colors. You can choose different colors, like in here you got blue and hematite, red and black. This is obviously purple and black. You can do amethyst and whatever. There's lots of different colors to choose from. Now, so this has great range. Normally I run these at 5 volt 1 amp. Seems to do really well, meaning I do that so you can run it all day. If you want to run it all day, it can get warm still and a little bit hot, but it won't cook it. All right. If I left this on now, because this is nearly double the voltage, it will end up getting quite warm, quite hot, and it is depending on what frequencies you use too. All right. And I always recommend just leave it on 35% duty cycle. This is the duty cycle down here. You can change this, but you know, you can change it too. Definitely don't go above 50%. If you don't want to cook your device and you want to let it run all the time, leave it on 35. Just leave it on 35. It's a happy medium. Just leave it on 35%. All right, now, so obviously, now let's plug this in. Now, we do not make these toroid devices. We don't. All right, we just don't. All right, so, well, maybe I can do that as well. So this, it's quite generous. I got this custom made off somewhere, and I also asked for deeper channels with a wire and more wire. Okay, so I can pump more current volts through it to see what they can do. All right, now so obviously this has still got that frequency. If I move it away, all right, so you get to see it drop just there, right? Maybe, because I don't really know how to do this, I'm going to try to put this exactly where this is, like over top. Or if I just do that, right, you can see me do it, okay? What I'm going to do is slide it up roughly so it's in the same sort of area. So that, aim for the whole middle coil, for the middle coil sort of thing. If I just do that, I'll unplug this now. So you got the reading right, it was like 70 or 80, what was reading or whatever. So I'll just plug this straight in here. It's maxed out here, isn't it? Where this coil here was starting to dip. Move it away. There you go. So you can see it is stronger. From it being like here-ish, it's going to throw out more of a field, especially if it's aimed at you like that. Now it's the same for this. If you aim this at you, it's going to have that field coming out of the donut more in a more of a donut field shape. It's not, you know, a straight out around field. It's more of an oval. Okay, same as these. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so maybe we'll actually let's just try this again. Thanks for being with me for this long, guys, because this is completely on the fly. Like, I didn't even know that I was going to be doing this. So, all right, let's just try again. So we'll just move this away. Bam. Okay. So about there, it's all about, right? About there, it's 80.4 from that measurement. If we, maybe we'll just do this one. This coil here is inferior to this one with the throw, with the range, okay? Let's just see if this one is more powerful than this one. This one has more wire. I speculate. These would have more wire than probably what I'm using. Maybe. I speculate. But they're in the full toroid or donut thing. Field, right? Ours is typically a flattened out version of the vanilla flavour, the original Rodin coils. Alright, so I'm just going to slide this up to roughly where it was-ish. Alright. Oh god, try and get this out. And without touching this, I haven't moved this. I'm just going to plug this straight in. I'm not going to touch that, not going to move it. It's just hard to do on the fly. If I plug this in, and that's around the same as that. Alright, but let's try a pyramid. We'll just try this red one. This red one, we'll just slide him all up, trying to get the coil to overlap where that was in the position. And it's, you know, around there. Unplug this one. Alright, plug him in. Maxed out. So it does throw out a better, greater field than the toroid. Alright, so it's around there. So it does, you know, I'm dicking around with it. You can see, like, it is a little bit, I got to push them a little bit further over for them to dip. So what I'm working out here is, even though these here are quite cool in their structure and how they wrap around more of a donut shape, where what I'm doing is more of a flat disc. So if you squash this down to a flat disc, it'll be the same, right? More like this, like a Rodin coil. It's exactly the same. But for some reason, I'm finding that, and I can do other testing to test this. This is just on the fly, so you know roughly what I'm talking about. I know it's a bit weird, or a bit not as scientific or whatever. I know that. But I'm finding that what we're doing here is actually more stronger effect than these. All right. These take me a lot of time to, they make these differently as well, a long time to make. I'm wrapping each individual wire by hand, threading one. It takes a long time. What these guys do, they get a shit ton of wire, fold it in half or whatever, or they'll get multiple strands, like 6 strands, 12 strands, whatever. And then they'll just wrap them all up with a cordless drill or a drill, and they wind them all up. See how they're wound up, just so they get a little tight little bond, so then it's officially like one wire with, say, 12 strands in it or whatever. And then they go ahead and wrap it all and connect it all later, and then put a plug on it, and then that's it. These are made differently. It's made one wire at a time, doing it, going through, passing through, doing that infinity symbol with every single wire, crossing over and all the rest of it overlapping. It's making a stronger effect. Alright. Also, different frequencies do different things. So, watch this. I'll go down in frequency on this, and this should increase in range. Watch. It's increasing, isn't it? And it's maxed out. Going down in range. If we go 1536 is 3 octaves above the heart chakra. Seems to work really nicely with these pyramids, this style of Rodin coil. As you've seen, the frequency got bigger. Now it's got more range from the frequencies, okay? I'm a ways from the table before that dropped, okay? It's got to go down to, what is it, 7, 6 or 5 or something? Anyway, just say about there. Alright. So, there's that. These here are very, very powerful, beneficial tools. It depends on what you're doing with frequencies. If you like your solfeggios, so be it. Try it. I don't recommend them. I recommend a different version of the solfeggios, or the chakra list in which which is set around the A equals 32 hertz, Mother Nature's harmonic tone, they structure the frequencies around that, which is just in harmony. It's more in harmony, okay? So this is what this is, this frequency, the 512, is a part of that. I've just amplified it through the frequency, increasing in different octaves of that frequency for increased range, increased effects, just stronger effects, okay? Now, it is pulsed through the orgonite matrix, all through the crystals, all through that large crystal, all through everything that we've got in here, okay, to create it. When you've got these here, yeah, they might do an orgonite matrix, but I'm telling you, it's not our orgonite matrix, but in generally they're using just 3D printers, like this is a 3D printer. You can even get, I think it's a resin printer. You can get a resin printer which has a smoother effect, or like iPyramids or other copycats of iPyramids they're doing like a resin mix, and it might just be loaded with crystals. It's not an orgonite mix, or they're just doing it clear, or just a color, might just be green or whatever, and it's just a plastic composite or whatever, or a resin mold, and that's it. What we have here is a different technology in combination with geometry, the rodent core, the vortex-based mathematics, and all the orgonite stuff in here, all the crystals, all the crystal powders. Powders is best. It's got real 24 karat gold. It's got Ormus technology in it. It's loaded with other minerals, lots and lots of different minerals, meaning other minerals that the body actually needs. Now, all those energy signatures are in here when it's pulsed, amplified, and is working, even in passive mode, but it's way more powerful in a powered setting. It stimulates and amplifies this even further, the orgonite matrix. So the minerals that are in there for your body, that energy signatures in this field, your body can actually uptake that too. All right, I've seen evidence of that happening where they can take an energy pattern of, say, a mineral, what your body needs, pick a good mineral, zinc or whatever, and because you're in this field of energy, your body can actually uptake that and rebalance your mineral system in your body. Now, I don't have proof of that, but I researched the crap out of this. There's something there. I put in specific minerals, along with Ormus, along with real 24 karat gold, along with lots of and different types of paramagnetic stuff in here. There's a reason it's black. One of the reasons it's black, not all the reasons, that's for sure, is there's shungite all through here too. There's metal shavings all through there. It's just hoodles and hoodles of stuff. Alright, there just is. Might not look like it, but there is. And it's not your typical orgonite mix. Now, maybe this rant is over. Just one thing to take away from this is me showing you the demonstration. The different fields, different ranges. There's much more you can do with this. You can put it right down. If you see an ideal setup, if you're going to use it for sleep, something like this, or like this, you can have it on its side. Ignore this. When you buy these, they are not like this. I sand this all back to it, so it's nice and smooth like this. Nice slick finish, okay? Alright. These need polishing. These need polishing. Polish. Complete, okay? I don't have anything right now that I can show you that's... I do if I go hunt for it down the other end. Believe me, I've got this stuff everywhere. Anyway, yeah, so ignore this rough stuff. That's not how it comes when you buy it, okay? Yeah, the ideal setup for sleep would be to have it on your bedside table or underneath your bed. I like to tell people to put it on a box or something to get it as close as possible to the mattress, or you're underneath the mattress, so you're closer to it. All right, the closer this is, the greater the field. Now, you power it, and you have it like next to yourself and your partner or whatever, and you can have the frequencies. Well, this is plugged in. I'll just use this. The frequencies you can do for sleep, you can use 8 hertz, which is pretty much on par with the Schumann resonance. Right, so you can do 1, 2, 3, 4 hertz for sleep. What this does is slows your brainwave state down. Now you're going to have this pulse all the time, but you're going to still get it. If it's underneath your bed, you're going to be getting pulsed through this, you can see it flick. You're going to be pulsed with this here frequency. It's going to slow down your brainwave state, allowing you to get into a deeper sleep. You can go up to, say, your 8 hertz along the lines with the Schumann resonance as well. And they say it's more for healing, relaxing, all the rest of it. 8 hertz will knit bone together, for instance, so healing. Yeah, typical PEMF sort of stuff. You can easily look up PEMF frequencies and what they use. Generally, PEMF will only go up to, say, 30 hertz. They say, whoops, they'll only go up to 30 odd hertz or whatever. Maybe 40, maybe 50, or definitely no more than 100. Because when you go more than that, the PEMF community or whatever don't really like to touch it. You're getting more into rife frequencies and chakras and different energy systems. But there is, in fact, proof and fact that 1000 hertz, it's locked in, Eddie. You know, like scientifically, that 1000 hertz, which is done. 1000 hertz will relieve depression. It's good for your mindset and all the rest of it. People that are exposed to this here, yes, depression goes away, for instance, okay? So by having this run in your room while you sleep, in your lounge room, whatever, it's going to have beneficial effects if someone's depressed, for instance, because that's scientifically proven. It's fact. They've done the testing, done the research. It's locked in. All right, so PEMF, you can use this. The PEMF side of things, I know what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out right, but so if 1000 works, why can't, say, your 3070, like I said, work? Why can't your 15 or 1536 work, or any other octaves of 432? Like if you go 432, you go one up, that's 864 hertz. You can use that. All right, you go 864 hertz. So this is in line with Mother Nature and how Mother Nature likes to work. Mother Nature's harmonic tones. Okay, it's very balancing. There you go. Bam. 864 hertz. You can definitely use this. All right. You know, it's got good range. I can walk away, you know, about 7 foot one way, and you'll get this range. You'll pick it up. I can measure it. Okay. Not only that, right? When these here are powered, it is throwing out a field, a magnetic field, measurable. There's also a scalar energy field about it. The way the orgonite works, there's scalar energy about it. The way the coil is, the crossing over magnetic field lines, how this is all crossing over, how this is crossing over, they're all crossing over, interlapping, okay? This here will also generate somewhat of a scalar potential, right? And it saturates the scalar being orgone, life force, life-confirming, beneficial energy for beings, beneficial microbes, plant growth, us, food, structuring water, the list goes on. It saturates the area of orgone, of life force, of scalar energy, beneficial energy. It saturates the area. So having it on, playing, it's not just that field that I'm measuring, it's then some and more some, and it's going into your area, so your living space, your kitchen, your dining, your bedroom. It's saturating the whole environment that you're in, okay? And who knows how far this energy, subtle energy, actually extends and what it penetrates into. Frequency imprinting is a real thing. People get holographic stickers, they can imprint it, you can leave it here, put it on the plate, whatever, you can imprint certain things. You can put, even use them as a radionics device. You can put your DNA nail clipping, put it on here, put a written intention on it, you can manifest things, have this playing, well, put it on or put something under the pyramid or sit it on top, have it playing at a certain frequency. You're pulsating that with life force, scalar energy, life confirming energy. That is tied to you with your DNA. So you can go down the street, go on a holiday, whatever, have this on at home, and it's still putting that frequency to you. It's tied to you. Quantum entanglement. Yes? There's lots you can do here. There's more I can talk about. There's lots. I like to do these videos on the fly. But if I've somewhat interested you or whatever in something like this, you have questions, message in the description. contact us on Etsy if you wish to do an order. Some custom orders we can do some. If not, go ahead and see what we've actually got available on our Etsy shop and purchase some stuff, try some stuff. I promise you it's not like other people's stuff. What we're doing here is strictly unique. Our Orgonite matrix is done completely different than everyone else's. This is our intellectual property, and we don't typically share. We have secret ingredients in our Orgonite mix. This is just us. This is what I've done. Years and years of research, literally. I'm not just saying that. Like 10 years plus. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. Everything's in the description, the links and stuff like that, and other testing videos, there's links to that. And I'm going to leave it there. Have a good day, and I hope to see you next video.